all know that preparation is very important to your speech. So, as you can tell, preparation can make your speech a whole lot better. So let's begin our list of must-remembers for preparation. For the first one is practice. Now, this ain't any normal practice. You have to practice with the mirror, and you have to be in front of it so you can tell what you're doing when you're speaking. And when you are doing good with your mirror already, you can find a real person that can give you feedback on your speech. Then you can know what you did wrong, and then again practice with your mirror again, and then do this thing over again. And the second must remember is to know your purpose. Now, if you can, please pick a topic that will interest your audience. Also, when you know your purpose, you should start searching it and also know everything about it. And then the third one is to get a visual aid. A visual aid means a model or a PowerPoint. For a PowerPoint, you can put animations in it, so it makes the whole thing a lot better and cuter and fun. And also, please avoid plagiarism, and also avoid to put every word from the web into your PowerPoint. And then the fourth must remember is to get physical. There's two ways to get physical, and you know what? You should do both. The first one is clench and release. So first, you tighten your fist really tight, really tight, really tight, really tight, really tight, the tightest you can, and then you slowly release. Doing this several times can make you get over your butterflies. Then the second way is to take a deep breath. Now this is simple. You just need to take a deep breath and then slowly release it. Doing this can make you not feel so nervous, and this is something that's proven by a lot of scientists, and it actually can help you. And the last must remember is to stay positive. As you may all know, that staying positive can make you feel better. And by better, it's not nervous or whatever. And then one fact is that 5 negative thoughts needs 1 positive, no, 1 negative thoughts needs 5 positive thoughts to cover. So please stay positive. And that's all. Happy preparing! Bye-bye!
Clothing. Imagine a president is going to give the nation a speech today. He comes in all prepared with his hair combed and face all serious. His words are convincing and confident as usual. But then you realize he was wearing his pajamas. Would that change your opinion of his speech? Clothing is a very important part of a speech. If you make yourself presentable, it will prevent you from getting distracted, because you don't have to worry about how does your hair or your clothes looks like, so you can focus on your speech. And it will also show that you care about the audience and you are ready to give a good speech.
Outline! First of all, you may wonder, what is an outline? Well, you can have an essay into your mind. An essay includes the intro, body, and conclusion. For intro, it gives your audience, you can give your audience attention by asking questions, or attract your audience's interest and attention. Remember that you have to review the body of your speech so that you may be well prepared for speaking to your audiences. Body. You may need organized main ideas, and for that main idea you may need 1, 2, 3. And remember to include a personal experience, story, or examples. they can interest your audience, and also they can wonder about it, and also connect to their lives. For conclusion, give a wrap up to your speech. Emphasize the main points, and you have to wrap up all of the stuff you just said, so that they may have a well outline of what you just said, and your audiences can learn a lot from it. Yeah.
Expression. Good speech requires good expression. The definition of expression is a manner or forms in which a thing is expressed in words. Having good expression is important because it won't put the reader to sleep. It will make your speech sound more lively. If you don't have good expression, your speech will basically sound flat and not alive. Another important thing about having good expression is the audience will listen and focus more on your speech, because good expression will make your speech sound more interesting. On the other hand, if you don't have good expression, the audience will basically just daze off and not focus on what you're talking about. A good expression example will sound like this. This is great! A bad example of expression would sound like this.
This is great.
Talking with good expression is really important. The reason why is because we all know that everybody hates doing presentation, especially me. But sometimes, unfortunately, some people like to do presentations. But what's the point? You have to talk fluently in order to do good. First, talking fluently, you have to do good expressions, not talking too fast or not talking too slow, and most of all, don't talk like a robot. Okay, if you're talking in a good expression, sometimes it's like a wave going up and down, but sometimes you cannot do a lot of expressions. And if you're talking in a bad expression, sometimes it's like, yeah, you can say it's a monotone. It's like a straight line that never ends. Another thing is, if you're talking too fast, it's like
Blah, 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 blah.
if we're talking too slow, it's like
Blah, blah, blah.
and when you're talking in a good expression, it's like
Blah, 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 blah.
okay. The last thing is just like a little advice. If you're talking in a good expression, the audience might think that you're not nervous and you're really prepared. Well, nervous you can count. It doesn't really matter. And the audience will really like it. And if you're talking like sometimes in a bad expression, like doesn't really care, something like that, then the audience think that you're not prepared and nervous. But if you're nervous, it's normal, so don't really care about it, okay? Well, that's it. Thank you for listening. I hope this will help you. Good luck on your speech or presentation.
Body language. Body language is the crucial part of any speech that you want to perform. Body language portrays confidence to the audience and the speaker. First of all, you may want to know what body language is. Well, body language are the gestures and natural things that you do when you're presenting a speech. For example, posture. Posture is an important part of body language. Posture is keeping your back straight, not bending over too much like an old granny. It also involves natural hand gestures, not any of his hands all over the place, just natural. Don't fidget. Keep your hands to yourselves, and if it helps, behind your back or in front of you. None of this put it in your pocket funky pop style. And please don't pretend that you have a half-eaten hamburger in his pockets. Well, that's all from me today. Thanks, folks.
When you are doing a speech, you have to have eye contact. Because eye contact is a really important thing, because if you are doing a speech and you don't have eye contact, like you're rolling your eyes, people are thinking you're not really focused on the speech. If you're focused on speech, you would look at the person for 5 seconds and actually like feel like you're talking to them, like connect. And also when you're doing a speech, don't stare at the floor all the time, because people might think that you're nervous or you don't want to talk up here. And also, if you're doing a speech, don't stare at the person for too long or they'll creep out. Like, they'll go, I don't want to come here, I want to go somewhere else. So you should always stare at the person for 5 seconds and then move your eyes to another person. And eye contact can also bring connection to the person, because if you don't have connection with the person, they won't understand you. They'll go, you want this or this, and then they'll get confused and they probably will pause in the middle of your speech. So that's why you should always have eye contact and in a speech, because it can help you a lot. Thank you.
Confidence. Here's one thing that you definitely should have for your speech. It is confidence. It is very important to have confidence, because that helps the audience think that we're well prepared. So they will be willing and comfortable to listen to you. Having confidence requires many things, such as understanding your topic, talking clearly, have good body language, and having trust in yourself. First of all, let's talk about understand your topic. You have to understand your topic so that you know what you're going to say, and there will be nothing to worry about. The second thing is that you have to talk clearly. If you didn't talk clearly, the audience can't hear you, and there's no way that they will think you're confident. Next, it's important to have good body language. You have to make eye contact with the audience, so that shows that you're confident. Also, you have to stand straight, because when people see a person who's not standing straight, they think that he or she is either scared or just extremely nervous. And here's the last thing, and it's the key part in having confidence. You have to have trust in yourself and believe that you're going to do an awesome job. That will truly boost your confidence. Yeah, that's all. Remember to have confidence when you make your speech.